poverty can be generic. Because when you read that again for me, there was a famine in the land. That was where I'm looking for. Thank you. That it was aside the first one that happened in the days of Abraham. And the meaning of that is that there was a situation, there was a lifestyle that was of our forefathers. There was an economic challenge that the forefathers experienced. Famine represents lack of food, hunger. And this thing you are going through right now, you are not the first person to go through it, not the first person to complain. But if you make your inquiries, you are going to realize that certain people from the family you go through, you came from, also passed through the same journey. Many people are experiencing academic challenge right now, or you have experienced it. You are not the first person that will drop out. You are not the first person that will experience difficulty academically. You are not the first person that will experience difficulty even maritally. So we realize that some things are generic. Are we together now? They're generic. It happens to your forefather. And if care is not taken, it will happen to you. It happens to your father, happens to your mother. But if care is not taken, it will also happen to you. So this famine happened in the days of Abraham, but it's also happening in the days of the son. And there are battles that come your way when you are 30. There are battles that come your way when you are 16. Many of us, our parents, especially your mother, missed it before marriage. And that's why, no matter, even if she's sweeping the church house every day, that scar will still remain there. Even though she's ill, Jesus had healer, but the scar will still be there. And the devil will do all he can to ensure that when the daughter gets to that stage as well, she will make the wrong choice. Are we together now? Yeah. So they are generic battles. They are generic battles. They are generic battles. So what you don't want, you don't watch. Let's go to verse 2. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land. So we see that prosperity is a product of divine direction. In maximizing this season of bountiful harvest, we must be able to trust God for a divine direction. Remain in the land. Go not down to Egypt. It looked lucrative. But God said, go not down into Egypt. News came from a distance that things are moving in that country. Things are moving in that land. But God said, go not down into Egypt. And Egypt, as at that time, can represent Lagos, can represent abroad. It's a center of commerce, center of education and civilization. But God said, go not down. Who would not like to go to Egypt? If you ask me where I would rather choose to work, I know there is stress in Lagos, but I like Lagos. Maybe every time I've been to Lagos, I used to be lodging. What's that GRA now? Ikeja. So I enjoy inside AC. We used to go for monthly ministers conference. That people came from South Africa everywhere. So I don't suffer when I go to Lagos. Maybe that's why my mind was like that. I know that is not how it is. I know, but we enjoy. I enjoy. Say, ministry is good in Lagos. So I will know, and I like light. I like electricity. Let there be light. But there's no light in offer. There's no good road. And there's no even money. There's no good job. It's POS and teaching job that's available. Are we together now? So if I had my way, I would not choose to come to offer. But the Lord said, go down. And I know that it is that direction that will prosper me. And when maybe you have not seen the prosperity, me, I know that I've been surviving on that divine direction. That divine direction has sustained me all along. And I know if I remain obedient and faithful to that divine direction, it will prosper me. I was chatting with my friend, and he told me him and his wife had moved to Canada. I said, oh, congratulations. I said, very soon, we are not sent to Canada. We are sent to, but we will come there for picnic, apostolic invasion. We'll see each other and greet and come back again. It takes direction for you to talk like that. It's not weeping secret and say, oh, my friend have moved. That they are abroad does not mean they are above. That's the truth. I'm telling you. Most people in abroad are living on credit. They buy things, buy Apple laptop that you want to kill yourself over with credit card. They buy iPhone, whatever you want to die over with credit card. They are living on debt. They will work for the rest of their life to pay those debts. Majority of them. Are we together now? So we realize that we don't prosper because of who you are. We prosper because of the divine direction. And you will need to trust God for a divine direction. In 2024, which kind of business will I venture into? This will be burden in your heart that you can be isolated. Give me a divine direction. How do I come about my life? Your plan is as useless as anything without God's divine direction. Majority of people who set New Year resolution, how many of them were fulfilled? In fact, 2 weeks into the year, you are distracted away from them. Bible said the evil in the days are already sufficient for the day. When you are setting your new, devil was watching, you say, are you all right? You think I'm not alive? Are we together now? It was the following week of the year,